Hello everyone, welcome to a live stream. I didn't say my thing. I'm thomasjujube, everyone. Hello, welcome. It is live stream day. Well, actually, it's live stream weekend. So if you didn't see my posts on Twitter, I'm doing 2 live streams this weekend because we got a bunch of news. So today, pretty self-explanatory in the title, the description and stuff. We are talking about Kamen Rider Gotchard because even though the show is over a month away, the press conference is still like 2 weeks away. We have a bunch more information. They basically dropped like a bunch of the toy line, and in this case, it's really interesting. So I wanted to talk about it. The cameo's also been leaked. I will not be showing any footage or images from that, but I will talk about it. And yeah, we're gonna talk exclusively about Gotchard. I know there's King Oger movie news and Kamen Rider Geets movie news. The Geets movie news, of course, includes new toys. And also there's stuff from the upcoming months regarding both shows. I will be talking about that in a different live stream tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed for that. I haven't put up the listing for that live stream. I'll probably do it right after this one. You can go to you can look at that live stream. It'll go public, but it'll start tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to hear me talking about the 2 currently airing shows, then make sure you check out make sure you subscribe to the channel. Is basically it, right? And also of course I got more videos coming out this week. One's like, they're both like Geets related, but one's like semi-Revice related. That's probably a hint to what it is, that video specifically. And the extended audio of that is currently available on Patreon. And once I'm done with the actual video, it'll go up on Patreon first before it goes up on YouTube. So if you have $2 spare and you'd like to support me and the channel, you can send it to my Patreon and you'll get exclusive early video access. You'll get behind the scenes content for all my previous videos as well. So yeah, the movie is only available in theaters, right? Yes, it is currently it's only in theaters, and then we will get to see it when it comes out in home media in a while. So today we're actually doing a different setup, because if we switch over, it's me. Hi. I decided let's do a face cam for this one because it's like at a certain point I want to pull up the Gotchard website because they made a website, and then we are going to go through the website of all the different cards because it's not fun. I'm not buying these cards, so this is more well, kind of. I'll discuss that maybe later today, but it's kind of a fun, like, oh no, that's a lot of stuff, I'm not buying it. It's fun to see the chaos happen. I also briefly, before I forget, I do want to mention, I briefly mentioned it earlier, but I've got links in the description. So the first link is a video of the Gotchard driver. I'm not going to play it in this stream because every single time I play one of these earlier release videos, they copyright claim me. Even if I don't put any audio, even if I adjust the visuals, they're like, hey, is that our footage? It's mine now. So that I'm not playing that, but you can watch it yourself. I have some pictures from that, and then I also got links to some scans and the link to the card website that I'll open up later. So here's a picture of Gotchard. I just threw it in there because it looks nice. So, oh wait, I need to change this so you can actually, there we go. Alright, more picture of Gotchard. So these are the actual scans. The scans themselves don't really show anything that we haven't already seen or didn't already know. It's just the suit again. He's doing an Ultraman pose, I guess. That's funny. Here's our first look at the gun in the show, I guess, and it still looks bad, or at least in my opinion. I don't like it. It's just kind of dumb. But you can see on the bottom left, you can see him loading it into the gun, like the back of the gun. So I guess if we had any confusion if that was happening. That is happening. You can do that. So I assume the bottom part is just card storage. And also, actually, it's been hidden in like some of our other looks at the suit. But now you can see his left wrist has the card holder thing. Which actually, oh yeah, I forgot. There's another website I linked, which is the actual like Bandai website, which I might also open up just to look at some of the toy pictures. But like, because they show off that like card storage, it's just a thing on his wrist. But that's pretty cool. I like the unique card storage, I like the unique card storage because all the usual like rider storage devices are just like the sides of the belt. So like Gio had the wristwatches, and that was really badass. So I'm glad we kind of got a different kind of thing going on here. There's a rider kick. Oh, I thought people were saying he was putting on his goggles in this image, but he's not. He's just like got his head down. So that's something I didn't want to talk about later. It's regards to the cameo. Also, I'm going to move my face here briefly, because, or actually, I'll just get rid of me. Bye. Just so you can see him on the top right. He's doing, oh wait, maybe I'll do it. He's like this. He's like, hi. So he seems to be, a bit of a goofy goober. He's just a silly little guy. None of the other, I mean, this picture kind of gives off that vibe, but he's just a silly man, or I guess he's more of a child because he's going to be in high school, but the actor might be an older man. So he's a funny little guy, and I like that. I like, I mean, I don't know. I did really like what they did with Ace this year, where he was a serious man, and had his goofy moments. So we're kind of going back to a goofy guy, but I don't know if he's like funny, goofy, charming, then I wouldn't really mind. So here's another thing. Like, he's like, hey, it's me, I'm Gotchard. So these shots are from the cameo from the Geets movie, the Four Foxes movie, because he's gonna we all knew he was gonna cameo in that because that's just what happens these days. And then they were like, guys, guess what, he's cameoing, and we're like, yeah, no way. And then the clip of part of the cameo has leaked online. Again, I'm not going to put any pictures or footage because that is highly illegal, and I don't want to put it in here. But it is out there. I'm letting you know it's out there, and you can go watch it. I just will not be watching it here on stream. So at least from the clip, it seems like it's just basic cameo stuff. He appears, he fights the season's bad guys and stuff. But one thing that is very interesting is the beginning of the clip, because, so first of all, he shows up with, the hopper is out of, like, he's holding a blank card, and the hopper's out of it, and it, like, flies around, and it says its name. It's like, hopper, 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 and then it goes in the card. So it seems like the chemies can exist outside of the card, which I guess is how the bike happens. Because we know the bike is linked to a card. So I assume when he can just hold up the bike card, and then the bike can come out of the card, and now Gold Dash is his bike that he can ride. So I guess that's fun. I like how Hopper 1 is like saying its name. It's kind of like a Pokemon. So I guess Pokemon was their influence for these kinds of cards. I guess, I don't know. Like, I would assume if they have, like, Pokemon's a card game with little creatures, and then the creatures can come out of the card and just say their name over and over. I feel like maybe they were like, Pokemon, let's do that. So that's my guess. But the other interesting thing is this is the only cameo picture we have. When Gotchard himself appears, he's not in Steam Hopper. He's in he's in a creepy CG form, which was described to us as a pirate ship. But if you look at the helmet, it's the helmet of one of the forms we do know about. I think, do I have a picture of it? Here we go. The bottom left of this image is that's the form he's in. Like, that's the helmet. The difference is the goggles are down. Like, I've seen a lot of people say, so that's the I think the Mad Pirate form. Yeah, it's called Mad Pirate. So I've seen a lot of people are like, oh, Mad Pirate form is going to be a CG thing. But in the footage, he's got the goggles on. And the picture of the form, all the forms, he has the goggles up. So my interpretation of that is that the forms have abilities if you pull down the goggles. So, because we've only seen him, like with the goggles up, and then in the transformation, the goggles are like down and come up. So my interpretation is that, at least in Mad Pirate form, if he pulls the goggles down, he gets, like, it activates some CGI form, because it's a pirate car now. Like, if you look at it, it's clearly a pirate ship, but it has car wheels. So it's a pirate car with his face on it and his arms. I don't really like it. Like, even it looks bad because it's a theater recording, but I also just don't think it'll look good regardless. So I didn't like it reminds me of the remixes in Revice. I've seen some people saying it looks like that, and I hated the Revice remixes, I'm not gonna lie. So I really don't like if they're trying to do something like that again. Like, I like the idea of he puts the goggles on and it gives some special ability, or like an alternate version of the form, which is kind of what Kirame Silver did, I guess, and people say he looks like Kirame Silver. But I do not like that it's a CG car thing. Like, hopefully maybe the others, like if he puts it down on Steam Hopper, it just, I don't know, he runs fast or something. That's what some people were thinking it was at first. But I would really not like if it's put the goggles on CG form. So that's basically all we get from the cameo. Well, also he has, like, apparently alchemy powers. Like, he hits the ground and it turns into water and people fall through, or the monsters fall through. And I think there's, like, other things, but I can't remember them right now. So that is interesting, I guess. I don't know. It's just, like, whatever. I'm more interested in, like, I don't know. The transformation also just looks kind of generic, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just smoke and then a train and a hopper around, and they just kind of coalesce onto the rider. Like, they don't really do anything interesting. Maybe it's a pre-season cameo CG thing. It's going to look better in the show. I guess I can't really judge it. This picture I've included because this is the beginning of hell for some of you, maybe. So I'm going to say bye again. Bye. Just so you can see Steamliner better. So these are, or at least for Hopper 1 and Steamliner, these are different cards. These are not the Hopper 1 and Steamliner cards that are included with the driver. And if you look really closely at the bottom, because it has all the rarities, these say PR. The rarity is PR, which is I don't think that stands for Power Rangers. I think it stands for promotional, or it's short for promotional, or maybe promotional rare. So these are a different kind of rarity. So if you're trying to collect all the rarity of the Gotchard cards, that's something you have to get. Which, I mean, I guess usually with these campaign items does count. Like what Dawn Brothers and Zenkaiger had, like, clear versions of gears with the belt, or with the promotional toys, or the promotional magazines. So it wasn't like it didn't make a different sound, but it was a different card you had to buy, or different gear you had to buy if you wanted all the ones that looked different. So yeah, we'll get into that later. So I need to say bye again. Maybe I should just move myself over here. We'll just stay over here for now. Or no, but now I'm gonna block. Okay, well, so you can tell I don't do the face cam thing a lot because I have no idea what I'm doing. Actually, what if we did this? Better? Let's try that. And then if I shrink myself, okay, let's do that. So this is our first look at one of his alternate forms. This is Appare Bushido, I believe, which is made by using the Samurai Bushido card. Actually, it's on this page. Bushido, I can't really read the name, but it's Bushido, something Bushido, and, or no, the name is the name of the card is Apare Bushido, and the other card is Skebo. The name of the form is... Oh, no, it is It's Apare Skebo. Apare Skebo, using the Skebo's card and the Apare Bushido card. So, a skateboard and a samurai or a Bushido combine and create Don Momotaro. Yes, everyone has pointed out it is a striking resemblance to Don Momotaro. Like the sunglasses, it has sunglasses on the forehead, and then they made it red. So this is definitely, I mean, we only have 2 forms so far, and this is definitely my favorite because it's red, and it's a metallic red, so it looks very nice in my opinion. So now that we've got 2 forms for Gotchard, we can kind of see how things are going to work. And I think it's very interesting because... So the color completely changes between forms, but he keeps the silver, obviously keeps the orange parts of the belt, so that's cool. But, like, he's going to keep... He keeps, like, the goggle aspect, but they each have... I guess we have more helmets here. All of the helmets have different goggles, and that's such like, or glasses, I guess, in some cases, and that's a really fun, like, little gimmick to just keep consistent. Like, every form's gonna have like this super unique look and design to it, but it's keeping like pretty much all of the same motifs, like thing on the forehead, the arrow eyes, and this like smaller compartment. And then the mouth is just this flat piece, but like the chin is different. Like, now we know that like this faceplate piece of Gotchard is consistent with all his forms because that's just a part of the belt. But this chin piece at the bottom is different. So on this form, it's obviously like the bottom of a train. But with Apare Bushido, it's like the bottom of, I guess, the warrior helmet. And then the form itself has, like, the helmet now. And, like, then it keeps, like... Oh, stop hitting the mic. Keeps, like, shoulder armor, chest armor, leg armor. But, like, the armor changes different a little bit. And the colors change. And the different shoulder pads change. And I don't know. It's very... It's very simple. But it also, like, he looks... he looks drastically different between these 2 forms, but he still looks like Gotchard. Like, it looks like Kamen Rider Gotchard, and I really like it. The one thing I wasn't really expecting at all is the chest piece keeps the flame. It keeps the tampographed flame, but they've changed it now. I think I saw some people say it's like a volcano of some sorts, but like now it's not like a train, like a furnace. Like on this, it's clearly meant to be like the furnace of a train because the chest is a train, but now it's just like just fire that's there, but we have like the fan. I don't know. I like that's something I really wasn't expecting for them to keep. Like, I thought the flame would be unique to Steam Hoppers, so the fact it's carrying over to Apare Skebo's it makes me think all the forms are gonna have it. And that's like a really unique like design aspect to keep consistent between all his forms. So I imagine, I guess all the like one of the final forms or super forms or something is gonna have like fire, like that's gonna expand surely, right? Like if you keep the fire piece consistent with all his forms, surely like a final form he's gonna be like on fire or something like that, right? Definitely seems like we're setting up a fire motif that's gonna come into play. Also, we're only 20 minutes in, but we have 136 people watching, so hi everyone. Okay, so cards. We got tons of cards now, so these are some of the ones. We got more we're gonna look at. So I actually can't read some of these names in this image, so I'm gonna pull up something else so I can read it better. So top left is, see, that's just a word I was not gonna read anyways. All right, it's bullet bang is definitely the person name because it's a cowboy. The moth thing is called Genjin Bu. There's. Alright. I'm just gonna call it Mothra. Because there's no way in hell I'm actually able to pronounce this word. Some of you are writing it Jinjichocho? Jinjichocho. I don't. Just Mothra. Mothra. It's whatever. So Bullet Bang and Mothra will combine to make. I have the name written down somewhere. A Bullet Chocho. Bullet Choco. The middle one we already discussed. It's our only other form we've actually seen in full, which is Apere. I forgot the name already. Apere Skebo. Top left is using Guts, Shovel, and Dokiri Majin. So a crane, shovel or crane thing, and I guess a magician, but he's using cards. And that is going to create the Dokiri Shovel form. Our bottom left form uses Venom Bake. I assume it's Venom Bake or Bake, like it's spelled Venom Bake, but you know it's a different language. So Venom Bake, which is mushrooms, I guess poisonous mushrooms, and Deep Mariner will create a frog. It looks like a frog. Venom Mariner, so that's a cool name. The middle is Steam Hopper in this picture, obviously, and they didn't include it here. On the right is Pika Hotaru and smartphone. They are going to combine to create Suma Hotaro, which we can see here. And I like this one because it has, like, I guess it's supposed to be like a smartphone on his forehead, but it looks like a big, like, light display or something. And it brings back to the antenna, which is nice. Bottom left is our two friends from before, Pirates and Mad Wheel, and they'll create Mad Pirates. The bottom is Kamantis and Odoripa, which will combine to create, I did not write down this name, wait, Odorimantis is the name of that form. Bottom right is Ant Trooper, or it's actually Ant Trooper, so they've combined Ant and Trooper with the T's, so that's nice. Ant Trooper and Wrestler G will combine to create the Ant Wrestler form, is what this one is called. So we've got a bunch of form helmets already. There you go. So one thing, this confirms like a really interesting thing as well. Because before we got any other forms, I was wondering at least, like, are all his forms just going to be blue? Because Hopper 1 and Steamliner are yellow and purple. Where does the blue come from? So I was like, maybe just all the forms for Gotchard create this teal, or I guess it's more of a cyan. They create this cyan form. But, no. It is, they just have unique colors. So it seems like Mad Pirates is going to be a purple form. We know Apere Skebo is red. Seems like Ant Wrestler is like a blue. The Kamantis one is yellow. The top left one is orange. Like, they're just whatever colors. They've just got whatever colors happening going on. And that is kind of fun. So the thing is, there's a lot of cards. Here's more cards. We'll look at some of these later. So it doesn't seem like there is a mix and match aspect going on here. The driver listing, or the Bandai breakdown of the toy, they did say that there, if you mix two cards that don't go together, it will create a it'll give you some kind of jingle. So there are sounds in there. It won't just cancel out. But what I'm thinking is, they just aren't going to, like, he's not going to mix and match. Because, like, you look at this and you look at, Steam Hopper, Opera Skebo and Steam Hopper, they do not, like, there's no obvious, like, piece to mix and match. Like, if we look at Build, right? like rabbit tank. You can take the red part, put it with another inorganic part. You can take the blue part, put it with another organic part. Like there's clear aspects of that you can pull apart and stick together. With this, like, I mean, he can take the legs, I guess, but like the components are so combined, because it's like, what if he mixes Bushido and Hopper, right? Like, there's no, like, what he gets the, I guess the bottom piece and the Hopper helmet, but so it's like this weird blue purple mishmash. I don't know what I'm saying. And like the different red pieces are like just splotched all over the form or something like that. But like, what if he mixes Steamliner and Bushido? Like, those chin pieces don't match. So it's like, and then the other thing is, there's no part on the cards that are like unique to each other. Like again, Steam Hopper, both Steam Hopper cards have the same design on the back with the Steam Hopper card. So if you put in the belt, it's like this weird half and half helmet that just the forms can't do that. Like that, it's like the Steamliner card has Hopper parts on the back. So doesn't seem like there's any mix and match this season. The other part of that too is that on the toy cards, which you can't really see in some of these pictures, but they have a little piece at the bottom. You can kind of see it on these. So Steamliner or Hopper. So we know the idea is you take two cards and add them to 10. Then so like you get Hopper 1, right? Hopper 1 is a insect 1. At the bottom right, there's the vehicle logo. So it's like you have to combine this with the vehicle. So it's like, let me get my 9 level vehicle. It's Steamliner. Steamliner is the 9 of the vehicles. So those two go together and make your form. So it seems like they're just like, these are your forms. You have to do these. Granted, I think the toy will probably let you mix things. I don't know to what extent. I just, my guess is probably, no matter what, if they don't mix, it's going to be a generic jingle. Like, it's going to be like build. Like, it's going to be, if you do Hopper 1 and Camantis, even though, like, 1 and 9, even though they add up to 10, it's probably going to make the same generic jingle than if you added Camantis and Steamliner, which are both the 9s and whatever. So it's probably not going to, it's not going to care. If they don't match, it's just going to give you a generic jingle. That's my guess. So it's not really like a mix and match season this time around, because I know at least I've seen some people, and I kind of thought this is like, oh, we go right from Geats, which was like super good mix and match, to another mix and match season. But it seems like it's not mix and match. It's just like they just split the gimmick in two, I guess. It's like, these are two cards that have to go together. You can't really combine them. So I don't know, that's just my takeaway. So more cards. There are more forms in this, and because of how the forms work, we kind of have the helmets, at least, of some of these other forms. We don't have colors for them, of course, because the colors are coming from the belt. So this one is combined using Gorilla Sensei and Burning Arrow, which creates the Burning Gorilla form. So that's the name of this form, Burning Gorilla. You can see the helmet in the bottom. Once again, I have grabbed all of these images, come from the Rider Card website that I've linked in the description. And the other fun thing is that if you take the image, like if you copy and paste it or open it in a different tab, the file name of the backs of the cards is the name of the form. So, you know, we got the names of the forms of these already as well. So this is Burning Gorilla, Burning Gorilla is the name of the form, yes. So this combines, and I don't know how you're supposed to say this, Energial, and Sasuke Maru to create Energy Maru. That's a fun name. There you go. I must say I do like this one, or at least the helmet. Like a Energy Samurai, I think that'll be fun. This one, okay, this is where things get interesting. So this is Kaiser Karis is the name of the form. On the left, we have Kaiser B. If you look at the card on the bottom, it tells you what it's supposed to match with for the form. And it's a symbol that they have not addressed at all. Toei Bandai has not put this symbol on anything else. It's not on the website. So there are two. So it seems like, probably should have said this earlier, but it seems like the goal of this, because we know there's 101 cards that are like relevant to the show, and the categories we have so far are obviously insects from Hopper, vehicles from Steamliner, pirates, and like a lot of the ones that are like people are apparently called Job. That's a wonderful name. Job. Then there is like Artifact is like smartphone is Artifact, and Energial. Gorilla Sensei is animal, so there's animal types. And then Bernie Nero is plant, I think, or like, I don't know what the specific name they've given for that one, but it's animal and plant. So we have 6 types. From the cards on the website that don't have a match but have the symbol, we know there are 2 other types. The yellow one, which I started calling it, I've seen other people say like dinosaur, but I think they probably will generalize it to like extinct animals. But it's a dinosaur because when you think of an extinct animal, I think everyone thinks of a dinosaur. So then there's another one on one of the other later cards that is, actually I'll just go to it right now. That is, I forgot I did that. It's a little picture of a ghost, and at least one of the cards that we know are doing that is like an Oni of some kind. So it seems like it's like spiritual creatures or whatever, so Oni being one of them. So then there's on the website there's like 4 blank spots for like categories, so it's kind of how we know there's 10. There's 2 we don't know of so far, and also because of the some of the categories we already know have 10 cards. They go 1 to 10. So it seems like the idea is we have 10 categories, 10 cards for each category, giving us 100 cards. And then there's that one missing card. And who knows what that one will be. That will obviously probably be some exclusive category. We'll do something special. Be definitely an upgrade form of some kind, if not the super form or the final form. At this point, it's kind of hard to guess what will and won't be the super and final or the upgrade or whatever, because like, you know, they like to keep us on our toes. So at least, I mean, it seems like a pretty safe guess that the one extra card is some kind of exclusive form card. So so this form again, I've written down, like, as you can see, I made a little mock-up of the other card. I put down like what the other part of the name is from the form, but it's definitely supposed to be something longer. I don't know what a Karis is or a Charis, so I put that down, but I don't know what that's supposed to be. So here is what is this? Well, this uses Dr. Kozo and some form with, or some card with heavy in its name. And it's another animal card, so we have seen animal cards, of course, but we haven't seen this specific one that will match with this Dr. Kozo to give us Dr. Heavy. It might be my favorite form, at least from the helmet. So this is Karyudos, another job card, which matches with a knight card of some kind to give us, oh, I don't think I wrote down the name of this one. I think this one is called Karyudos Knight or Kari Knight or something. If someone knows the name, you can let me know. But I'm dumb and I forgot to write this one down, even though I said it's my favorite, maybe. So I actually am really excited for that extinct animal card, because knights would make me think they make a knight card, but they didn't, and it's some kind of extinct animal. So an extinct animal with the word knight in it sounds pretty badass. Alex A says this one is probably Animal Locaris, like the Animal Locaris Vice stamp, which is definitely probably what it is. That's a very good guess, which I want to say guess because it's not guaranteed, but that's probably what it is. And that would also guarantee that these are just extinct animals, not just dinosaurs. But probably at least one of them is a dinosaur. I also forgot to put down the arrow on this one. These are just mock-ups. These are not the blank ones are just, I made that for the sake of the stream. So some kind of extinct animal knight, and someone said it is Karyudo Knight, so thank you. Yeah, Karyudo Knight, cool form. This one are two cards that we have seen. The bicycle card, which looks like Shakuriki Sports from Kamen Rider Gotchard. And also I must say I love that it's a vehicle card, but it's a bicycle. And at least in my mind, I wouldn't think of like a bicycle as a vehicle. I think of a vehicle as something more heavy duty, but also it's the one card. So it just occurred to me that they've matched up the one, like the numbers to the like power or like the like impact of the card. So for example, 9 for the animal is the second biggest card in that category, and it's a whale because whales are very big. Meanwhile, our one card for the animals is a little hopper. Although I guess in some cases it doesn't matter because the 9 of the insect is a mantis, but it's a mantis with 4 arms, which I don't think most of them do. And also the 8 is a bee, but I guess if these are just insects, none of the insects are dangerous except for a spider maybe. So I guess maybe the 10 card is a spider for the insects. So yeah. Anyways, this whale is called Gani whale, or no, they've spelled it Gan Vale, but that's obviously a whale. So somebody just messed up here. I'm just gonna say the name of the form is Spice Whale, because there is some unfortunate shortening of names they've done here, that is, I'm not gonna, yeah. This is another one. We have a missing plant card for it. I don't know how they've split up the name, because the name of the one we do have is called like Hike-esque or Hike-esque, I don't know. And then the name of the form is like Hitchislaws or something. I don't know what that name is, so I don't know what the plant is supposed to be. But it's some plant thing is there. This one we took actually this one is my favorite. I actually forgot. Gekiocopter is our vehicle card, combines with an Oni some kind of card because the form is called Onicopter, which is really funny. I assume maybe the form will be yellow. Like if they do a Danmo Motaro reference just for a random form, you got one called Onicopter, maybe it's yellow as an Oni sister reference. I don't know. And again, the Oni is our only, or the Oni something card is our only indication of what of this other category, our 8th category, which is like a ghost. It's a ghost symbol, so it's some kind of, and ghost symbol, Oni card, some kind of spiritual cards. And the helmet looks really fantastic. Honestly, I think all of these helmets look really cool. Like I think I like Steam Hopper, and I really like Opera de Bushido, or Opera. I'm gonna always say the actual card name, Opera de Skibos. But these forms look like, or these helmets look really cool. They're all so unique, but they keep like the goggle aspect, and it works so well. I think like the Submariner one has like swimming goggles, and like that's fun. The the Mantis one has like sunglasses. That's so fun. It's just like, hey, let's give it sunglasses. Like the way they make it different for all of them. Like this one's clearly like doctor glasses or something, or like scientist goggles. This one's just a skull. I don't know what these are. Oh, they're like bicycle handlebars on the forehead. That's fun. Yeah, like these are all great. I really like these. This I think is our last one. Yeah, we'll talk about those guys in a second. So this is our bike card, Gold Dash, and it will have a form. It will have a match. It's some kind of animal, and it is, so the form is called Gold Mechanicer. Gold obviously coming from Gold Dash, so the other animal is some kind of Mechanicer. What does Mechanicer mean? That is up to you. And this might be my second favorite form because I just think it looks neat in the helmet, at least. The helmet, at least, I'm talking about. We haven't seen any of these forms. So these things. So we got Legend. We have more cards. Again, I know some of you have been asking about those. I'll look at those cards after when we go to the website. So I think you guys could tell what cards these are. Actually, I do think I have to move this down a bit. Yeah, let's, there you go. So one on the left is our friend Kamen Rider Gotchard. Well, it says Kamen Rider Gotchard on the card, but it's just the cast of the movie. Very strange that Lopo and Kalo do not get, don't get the forms they have in the movie. I don't know what happened there, but it doesn't really matter. There's here's our Gotchard cast in the movie, Kamen Rider Gotchard, and then at the bottom you can see that it has a little logo that's Gotchard, and it's multicolored. And then there's this Gotchard card that's only in the commercial, or like the preview of the belt. It's not in the website, but neither of these are on the website. But the Gotchard one, at least, isn't like any that's why it's so blurry. It's not in like any promotional images other than, at least I haven't found it in any promotional images other than like the commercial. And it's a cool looking card. I guess it's just Gotchard. And it says Kamen Rider Gotchard, like the other one says Kamen Rider Gotchard. So these are an EX rarity, and they've got the whole thing, the whole bar is filled, and it's multicolored. On the X cards, or the 10 cards of like the normal rarities, it's still just that color. In this case, it's multicolored, which some people have also used to point out that if we have 10 categories and they're 10 different colors, you can see the colors on the bars line up to the colors of some of the categories. Like we've got red for animal, orange for insect, yellow for extinct. That's like a light green for something people have been saying, I think. Dark green for plant. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but people have used that to say maybe our missing 2 categories are like a turquoise, like a lighter green, and I think a darker blue, or a lighter, yeah, I think a darker blue, something like that. Which, yeah, could be what's happening. I don't really have any input on that. Just like, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's see what happens. So these, I have also included these because these are a match. They are a card match, because in the demo of the belt at the very end, they show off the Gotchard EX card, put it in the belt, and then they Gotchanko, is that what it says? And it makes just a steam hopper helmet, but it has blue and red colors, which it normally doesn't. And then it says like Kamen Rider Gotchard, Kamen Rider Gotchard, and that's it. So seems like this is how the Legend Rider forms are gonna, or the Legend Rider cards are gonna happen. They're all gonna be EX, and you match them. The one thing I am interested in is, like, do they have they established like pairs that they match to? Because I guess Build did do that. It's like Xaid was with Ghost, and Drive was with Gaim, and so on. So with like the singular Legend Rider bottles. So I wonder if maybe they are doing that again. They're like Geats with Gotchard, Saber will be with Revice, I guess. 01 will be with Geo, I guess, if they keep going down the line. Or no. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm interested to see that. The jingle's kind of boring, but the two card arts are different, so I hope that maybe they're making some fun different card arts for each of the Legend Rider cards. And yeah, I don't really have much to say on this, I guess. I just wanted to throw it in here because this is also something new. Just we've got cards. We got some Legend Rider cards, and they are going together. So, obviously, some of you probably know, but the Geats card is exclusive to the Geats Oneness Buckle. I think the Gotchard card is on one of the booster packs. The Geats card you have to get with the Oneness Buckle, which is not in this. As you can see, we've looped around. I'm not talking about that in this stream, other than I want it and I hate how I have to get it. And some of you are asking about card openings, card opening videos and stuff. I don't know. Let's just, I don't want to say yes and maybe. For now, it's a no. If it happens, then that means yes, I'm doing it. But right now, let's just say no. But at least for the Gotchard driver, just that as a video, I do want the Oneness Buckle, and it's being sold with the Gotchard driver, so that might end up being an unboxing video, or I guess two, because I might do something else with the buckle. But either way, yeah. So card packs. People are asking about card packs. Let's talk about card packs. So first of all, let me ride Kemi this. That doesn't make sense. But pretend it does. All right, just do me a favor, and pretend it does. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, I do. Okay, hold on. Give me. As you can see, I do not do this usually. I did not have it set up. I need different things. What do I need? I need website links. I have these here. I just need to open them up. ridercard.com. This thing. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, cool. Let's close that tab because I don't need that tab. That was actually the streaming tab. You're all going to be kicked in 5 minutes. Hooray, it worked. So, here's the Rider website thing. It's just the website. So I just wanted to briefly look at it. Actually, we need to turn on Google Translate because some people did not believe me and were giving me crap. So this is the video. If you want to watch the video, we're not watching the video. If you're in Japan, you can. I think actually might be closed. Some people are going to be getting the belt set early with the Oneness Buckle, as part of a premium Bandai lottery thing. So we'll be able to see some elements of how the belt works before the belt is actually officially released. They show off some of the features of the belt, the cards. They just show off stuff that's kind of obvious. So they say chemis are divided into 10 types of attributes, and there are 10 chemis with level numbers from 1 to 10 for each attribute. So I forgot they actually confirmed that. I thought it was just us speculating. They also say the level number is a hint that leads to 2 cards that can be transformed by Gachanko. So yeah, they're like only 2 cards work together. There are 101 chemis, but Ride Chemi trading cards are also scheduled to be developed one after another. That is, don't know what they mean by that in that translation. Showing off the chemis, how the toy works, the jingles. Yeah, let's talk about the jingle quickly. I'm mixed because I like the voice of the driver is pretty cool. I like what they did with the voice. He's a happy guy, and I like happy guys voicing our rider toys. And then the thing that's like a little disappointing is the jingle is just the announcement of the name and then some sound effects. Like, it's not, it to me, that's kind of boring. Like, that's very boring. Just, here's the name of the form. Like, wow, no way, I already knew the name of the form. I would have liked something interesting. Before we get back to the website, though, Punk Jaku, is this the real Punk Jack? I have no idea. Super chatted 20 something. I don't know what exactly that is. I assume it's the, oh, I'll let that play. Some kind of Argentinian currency, because they say hola, un saludo desde Argentina. So gracias por la super chat. Muchas gracias, actually. And yeah, I think they just say hello. So hello, hola from Estados Unidos. Actually, they don't speak Spanish in Argentina, do they? So I don't know how much of that they got, but yeah. So disappointing jingles. I would have liked like obviously the Geats ones just say the name as well, but it's like they have a little fanfare and then the name. I would have liked a little fanfare and then Steam Liner or Steam Hoppa. But in this, it just says, go straight into Steam Hoppa. I would have liked a little bit of fanfare. The belt, I do want to say, the belt is really cool. Like, I already liked the concept of let's stick two cards together and it makes an image. Seeing it in the actual toy is really cool. Like, I really like the light effect they've done where, like, it's like arrow. The lights are arrows that point to the middle. That is really fantastic. And then they're like multicolored. They're rainbow. Oh, I just realized they're like the I guess I can't switch back to the slideshow, but they're like the multicolored arrows on the EX cards. So that's pretty fun. But yeah, I like the multicolored lights and the arrows and stuff. So that looks really cool. The Ride Chemi cards, some of them are going to be hollow foil. So that's really great. You can also see the unique barcodes for the first time. So if you're looking to hack some toys, important image for you. So you can see here too, these cards are all super rares. It says SR at the bottom. So super rares are like hollow foil. That's basically it. There's finishers, of course. They don't really address it really. This is one thing I don't really, or they just say it's a thing, I guess. I think the scans said the finisher is called like a fever, so like Steam Hopper Fever, I think. Yeah, because I think this is Gachanko Steam Hopper. So this is Steam Hopper Fever, I think is what it's saying. So Fever attacks like 0-1, I guess. Guess what? Oh, they do say the LED changes depending on the form. So maybe if you put two cards that don't go together, you'll get different lights, but you won't get a unique jingle, I guess, if you're into that. This is a weird thing they pointed out, but I think it's really fun. Apparently, if you cancel the transformation all the way and you push the levers in, the cards pop up. So you can take them out. I don't know. I like that. I think that's really cute. I don't think, like, they don't really have, like, a thing where it's like, hey, here's your thing, take it out of the toy. So I like that. So here's the card holder. Put on your wrist. You can put cards in there. Basically it. You can make, so here's a weird thing that I didn't really realize until the Cell people pointed out. So if you just get Steam Hopper, or sorry, if you get the base driver set, I think these are all the cards in the base driver set. So you can only make Steam Hopper if you just buy the belt, but you get 3 other cards just for future combos. Then if you get the card holder, I think these are the other 4 cards you get. So you'll be able to make the Mantis Dancer form with the set. But then I don't think they show a picture of it. The box has a picture of Opera Skebos, and the base driver comes with Opera Bushido, but neither of these come with Skebos. So they are advertising a form on the box, but it's a form you cannot actually make, with that set. So I don't know what happened there. It's very weird. I also do think it's very weird. Like, I mean, it's clear they want you to buy the booster packs, but it seems weird to me that they're like, here's Steam Hopper, we've included 3 extra cards, but these 3 extra cards cannot do anything. Like, you can't, like they didn't include Steam Hopper, Mad Pirates, like 2 forms, and then an extra so you can do some mixing. They just included a form and just other random cards. If you buy the card set, you get 1 other form, but now you have 2 other random cards. So, I mean, obviously I get it's a business. They're trying to get you to buy the booster packs. That's very obvious. But I don't know. It just feels weird as a consumer. Like, it's like if I buy the big set, there's this red form on the box. I cannot make that red form, even though it's on the box. I can make 2 other forms, and I've got a bunch of other cards that I can't actually do anything with unless I buy other toys. I don't know. It's weird. Someone said that is so Bandai. That is a great point. That is a Bandai move. And then, yeah, they talk about, hey, buy the toys. Here's the oneness buckle again. We will talk about this later or tomorrow, I guess. Here are the booster packs. Here's booster packs, and you can buy them, and they have a bunch of cards in them. And then that's the end of the website. One other thing I did want to point out, it's somewhere on here. They specifically said it. Here we go. Okay, so we know there's 101 cards, and it just occurred to me, or like not just, but like a few days ago, it just occurred to me that if there's 101, we just take out the one that's probably random, so 100 different cards. All of them are going to have a pair, it seems like, and will make some kind of form. So that means, and they say it right here, the Gotchard driver contains over 50 transformation sounds. So they've included over 50, at least 45, or I guess, depends what the X cards are going to do, which I'll talk about, but at least 45, like, main form jingles, which is pretty crazy. A lot of people are like, oh, well, Bill had 60 full bottles. Okay, well, that's only 30 forms. Yes, there's Legend Rider forms, but that's just Legend Rider stuff. With just the toys that are appearing in the show, those are going to make 45 forms. That's not counting Legend Rider stuff. That's not counting other stuff, like the other upgrades and stuff that will inevitably attach to the belt and make new jingles that just aren't in the belt. So there's over 45 stuff confirmed without Legend Rider stuff and at whatever, versus build 30 with the stuff in the show, not counting add-ons and stuff. And also, I know that they're not gonna make 45 suits. I was like, whoa, we're gonna get like 50 jingles in the Gotchard driver, and people, I'm sorry if I'm being petty right now, but people were like, well, they're not gonna make 50 suits. Look at Build, look at Revice, look at this show, look at that show. And I'm like, I know, I said jingles. They're making 50 jingles. That's the part that's crazy. I know they're not going to make 50 suits. Also, the other thing, with the way this season's working, is they're making 50 helmets as well. Like, it's not just 50 jingles, it's 50 helmets. Like, 50 designs of a helmet. Obviously, same thing, they're probably not going to make 50 helmets or 50 actual physical helmets, but at least 50 images of a helmet, which is really nice. I do like that. Like, even if we probably won't see most of these forms in the season, most of them will have some kind of representation in the belt. So I think that's really cool. I do really like that. I think that's really cool. But also, I think that is why that's why the jingles are so short, because they've got to cram in like so many jingles that they don't have the electronic motherboard space to have like some kind of phrase for every jingle, or maybe they don't even have the assets to make like some kind of phrase for every form. They just were like, here's a form name, say the form name, that's it. So I don't know. I would have liked maybe more unique jingles versus so many forms. So yeah. So anyways, a lot of you have been asking about this wonderful website. I'm gonna keep it in Japanese because translating it makes things broken. So here are more of the booster packs. You know, that's fun. You want to buy these? These are like $2, but I think it's randomized what you get in them. So yeah, also I guess they're selling blank cards. Imagine buying the booster packs and then you just get a blank card. Like, incredible money spent, I guess. So so I've already gone through and shown off all these cards, or like the unique cards, I guess. Here's the category spots again. No, I asked you to not translate this. Thank you. And as you can see, we've got 6 categories, but wait, this blank one doesn't count. 6 categories, but we know that a few of them, there's just 2 other categories that they're not advertising on this at all. Also, on this part of the website, if we scroll down, there's this part where they advertise like some kind of main card for each category, and there are 4 missing categories. So there's our, they say it here, 10 categories. Okay, yeah, actually I forgot this image was here. So can I open this image in new tab? Oh, okay, well, you can see it here. So there are rarities of the cards. It's not just going to be it's not just, hey, you got a random assortment of cards. It's like Hopper 1 has variants. So I'll keep this image there, but oh, here's a better image of Opera Bushido. You can see it keeps the flame pattern. Cool. So where is Hopper? Let's go to insect categories. Let's just show off Hopper. Look at all these Hopper variants. I think there's more over here. Yeah, so like, oh no, that was the wrong button. There's like back arrows everywhere. So here's Hopper Common. Same back, but you can see there's a C at the bottom and it's 001. Here is Ultra Rare. I think what the other one was RT. Yeah, this, oh no. So this is RT0001 Common for Hopper 1. This is RT1001 for Hopper 1 Ultra Rare. You can tell this is some more unique thing because of the gold and stuff. But then there's this one, which is Hopper 1 RT1002 Super Rare, and it looks basically the same. Here's Hopper 1 RT1003 which is rare, and it looks, actually you can kind of tell the difference with these a bit better. So some of these I'm gonna open it in a new tab so you can actually see, because you kind of have to just like go through some of these to tell the difference. So like here's common, here's super rare, here's rare. So you can see it's just like, so I think, as we know, some of these are holofoil, so I think like this is the holofoil one. So some of these it's like you can't really tell what is like what like the difference just looks insane here. But I think in person some of these are going to be holofoil and stuff, or like different glitter effects or something. This one obviously you can tell what makes it different. But yeah, this is this is just Hopper 1. And again, as we saw in this picture, there's also some of these are going to be getting full card art. So this is RT1072 all the way. I don't know what the P stands for. if I understood Japanese, I could probably, right, if I understood katakana, because I can read some hiragana, but I can't read katakana, so I don't know what this is saying. But I assume it's like promotional or poster or something. And these are really cool. I really like these. So yeah, I hope card collectors have, or Gotchard collectors, card Gotchard collectors have a lot of fun with this season, because here's Just Hopper, and we have 4 variants of Just Hopper. One of them is noticeable. The other 4 are near identical, at least in terms of an art perspective, and all the barcodes on the website are exactly the same. They're just a generic barcode. It's not going to do anything, but as we know from the toys, you can see the barcode right there. So granted, we haven't seen the barcode of the actual toys or the actual product of these, so maybe they are different. They'll make different sounds, but my money is on they're not. They're all going to be the exact same sound. They're all going to make Hopper 1. You could do this promotional Hopper 1 card with the Steamliner card that comes with the driver. It's going to make the exact same sound. I'm willing to bet that. So, have fun, I guess. Like, I guess from the aspect of I don't care about things with numbers on them, and I also don't really want to collect these cards. I see this and I'm like, that is crazy. Okay, go for it. But this must be driving some people crazy, like that they're gonna do this, because these are all gonna be like gacha. I'm pretty sure like these are all gonna be rarities, except for like it seems like, hopefully at least, what they're gonna do is like if you buy all the DX toys, you get all the cards to do base forms, but also that's like 101 cards you're going to release in DX toys. That I don't know if they're actually going to do that. So that would mean like you have to buy some of these booster packs, because also surely, I mean, they would probably have to add some incentive to buy the booster packs besides just get unique art. Say here's Camantis Rare, and here's Common, and where's Super Rare? Is there not a Super Rare for Camantis? Oh, he's covering up the number. That's really fun. Thank you. But here we can see there's 3 variants of Gengen Chocho. Oh, it's not that hard of a name to say, I guess. I'm just stupid. Gengen Chocho. Here's a common. It is 02. Here's a rare. It's 06. Here's another common. Are there just 2 commons? Wait a second. Hold on. These are the same card, but one is... Oh, it's because of the RT0. One is RT0, 002. The other is RT1, 007. So surely these make different sounds, right? Surely you are not releasing the exact same card. Like, there's no difference in this art on the website. The only difference is the numbers at the bottom. So surely you're not releasing... Does any other card collecting game do this, or there's 2 cards that are the exact same, just some of the numbers are different? Like, surely these 2 different things, right? There's no... See, right now there's no way of knowing, so we have to go off the assumption they don't, and that is literally crazy. And there's no super rare for that, so we don't know if is that included with any of these. Not as far as we can see. And see, that's another super annoying thing, because then it's going to be like, some of your cards will be, some of your cards are going to be super rare. Some of your cards are going to be rare. Some of them are going to be common. Like some of the cards from the show are just not going to match. And that is something that does annoy me. Some of you are saying holofoil, but they're distinguishing the holofoil on the images, because this is the super rare with the belt, and you can see it's different from the common. Like the art here is different on the website, and we know one of these, it's not showing it here, but on the promo images you can see one, like the super rare comes with the DX, so the holofoil shows itself on the website. So unless it's some error and they're not showing the holofoil. And like, what is the RT0 thing? Like, what's the difference between? Oh, is it the? Maybe it's the different packs. Like these two are included with pack 0, phase 1. They're called phase. Wave 0. These are wave 0, and then some of these are wave 1, because that is also really annoying. Okay, yeah, some of you are saying it might be the booster pack. So I guess that would be fine, but the difference is they're counted as different cards. Like this is RT0002 and this is RT1007, and they're both common. So this is why I don't collect cards. I collect big Japanese toys that look different, or they make different sounds. This is, I think, listing them all in the order of the boosters. Yeah, because this is RT0001, 002, 003, 004, 005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we get RT1. Okay, yeah, so these are definitely for the boosters. Oh, no. Because now we're back to RT0? Or no, did I? Oh, no, I think I just looped. Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, so then these are phase 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many of these are in phase 1? There's 20 at least. How are the rest of these in phase 1? 37. Oh, wait. Yes, I did think they mentioned that. So phase 1, there's... Oh, no, this is this is something else. It's TCS. What's a TCS? What is that? Back to RT1. Okay, yeah, RT1, there's 78 cards you could get in phase 1. What TCS? This is beyond me. Are these the ones with the belts? The toys? Let me see. Is there a good picture of it on these? Yes, they are. Oh my goodness. Yes, you can see TCS on the Camantis, and it's over here too. So the cards that come with the belts and the toys are counted as different rarities than the ones with the packs. What the hell? What is happening? So there's like 5 variants of Hopper. 2 of them just look the same, but one is a different barcode because it's part of the DX line. One's a different barcode because it's part of the card pack line. Then the Moth just has 2 variants because one's with set 1, one's with set 2. See, I'm just upset looking at this. I'm not buying these, but I'm just like, what the hell? I would be using much worse language if I was not trying to keep myself ad friendly. Jesus, that is... Yeah, I don't... Surely none of you are this crazy, right? Like, surely some of you are like... Well, see, because the thing is like, I can see if you care about the numbers, like, you have to care about... Like, this one says TCS, this one says RC0, this one says RC1. They are different things. Like, surely you have to care about that, right? Like, if you care about the numbers. Oh, man, that is... This is too much. Like, this is, Godspeed to all of my fellow collectors. I collect cards because I'm a fellow collector, but I'm not collecting cards. Like, look at this. I mean, this one's gonna be hollow foil, but it's like on the website it just makes it crazier because it's like, oh, wonderful, little different rarity, different colors, fantastic. So here's the thing. I don't think I'm buying cards. I think I've decided I'm not buying cards. I'm not getting into this at all. My thing is I do think what I might do is get the belt, and it seems like we're in a weird era of premium Bandai where they release toys you already have before the show ends. So I feel like it's almost guaranteed, because if anyone remembers, I don't think I have a picture I can pull up, but if anyone remembers, at least, let me get, here's Steamliner. Our first look at all the cards did not have, can you see my mouse? I guess I can't really tell, but our first look at Steamliner did not have this stuff at the bottom. Like, this is almost identical to what the cards look like in the show. The only difference is the copyright is gone, the RT1 is gone, the R is gone, and the match part is gone. That is all gone. It's just like black at the bottom. So we know there is a little difference between the show props and the actual toys. So I feel like it is basically guaranteed that they're going to be doing a memorial set at the end of the year, and you can it's gonna have none of that stuff. Like, it's gonna be, I'm pretty sure, I would bet money on it, but I'm actually broke right now, that you could get all 101 cards at the end of the year in one card set. They're gonna be probably, they're all gonna be the same, like hollow foil or not. They're not gonna have all the rarity stuff at the bottom. That's probably, I'm probably gonna get that because I do like the belt, I do like the sounds, but I'm not willing to. I mean, if I was buying stuff, I'd just buy the DX toys. I'm not getting myself into these number games. This is not fun. Okay, so one other thing then that some of you were talking about earlier, and I've been putting it off until now, is we do have 10 cards. Not 10 cards, but like cards that go up to 10. So we've got Beetle X for the insect category, X Wizard for the job category. Also, I forgot to mention it earlier, but the job, calling it the job category is so funny because some of these are just like one of them was just a man, like I think Kratos from God of War. Like, is that a job? What does that pay? What's the, if you get paid, it's a job. So what's the pay on that? Anyways, I think it's funny. It doesn't really matter. X Wizard is our job 10. RT1 034 for those interested. And vehicle category is X Seed Fighter. So these don't have matches. So if we look at the back, it's just a generic X, and if you look at the file name, it's just x.png. So there's no unique form for these, or they don't have a match. And you can also see at the bottom, it's just a generic thing. I think it's either like blank. I guess I'll get into that in a second, but they don't have a specific match. I think the art is, well, actually, I didn't mention it earlier because I've said it in other videos, but the art on all of these, like, is really fantastic. Like, I really love all the unique. Let me just pull up like the main. Let's just get rid of this. Like how many twos do we have actually? Yeah, like all the art is really cool. I love how all of them are super like different. They're all like so unique, but it's the same art style obviously, so you can tell they're the same show. And I love the pattern of them all having an arrow, like an arrow piece. So this ladybug has an arrow coming out of its butt. But some of the eyes the eye, or these are the eyes. Oh yeah, also all the eyes, they all have compound eyes like a Kamen Rider. So, like, you know, this bug has bugs have compound eyes. That's where that came from, actually. But like this magician has compound eyes. There's arrows on the hat. One of the cards is arrows. This skateboard thing has an arrow on its forehead. It has compound eyes. It's a skateboard. Why does the skateboard have eyes? It doesn't matter. It's fun. Here's the full art of Skibbos, which is pretty cool. This jalapeno thing has compound eyes. Why does it have eyes? I don't know. It has an arrow on its forehead. It has arrows on its crown. Why does it have a crown? I don't know. That's up to you. And it's back here. So I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I think the arrows are fun. Like, it's weird because I like these art. I like this art, and I maybe would actually try to collect these if I didn't spend all my money on Geats, and if it wasn't just this gotcha system that I just don't want to get into. I don't want to deal with it because it's too much. So anyways, so then with these specifically, they incorporate X into the design. Let's see. So there's a compound eyes for the beetle. The arrow is on its forehead, and now it has an X as its horn, and the name is Beetle X. For Wizard, X Wizard, there's our X, arrows on the collar, arrows on the chest, and it's got an X in its book. X Seed Fighter, there's not an exact X, but it's the word X, Seed. The arrows it's got compound eyes, and it's a jet, so that doesn't, jets don't have eyes. It's got an arrow on its nose, and then it's got an X back here, and it has arms. Don't know what that's about. So these are pretty cool. I really like these, and they're also all the EX rarity, which is interesting. I don't think we've had any. I'm not gonna go check. I don't think any of the other cards are EX rarity, but it looks like like one of the rarer versions of like Hopper 1 or something. And then it's also interesting because we know we have the Legend Rider cards, which are like the power level is EX, but the rarity was actually like L, I assume, for legendary. So that's kind of fun. That does not match. Actually, what does the numbering say for Geats? Okay, it is TCS 010. I've just pulled up the image. So I guess because it's with the Gotchard buckle, which is technically like a DX toy. So there you go. That is for anyone who cares. So then the X, like the incorporation of the X is like really fun because it's just like it gives them like a 10. Like the letter X is cool. Should you name an entire website after that? That used to be Twitter. No, but it is cool, like the way they're using it, like as a motif of like two arrows, you stick them together. It looks kind of like the middle part is like an X. Roman numeral 10 is X. So instead of a 10, it's like X, special power. So I don't know. I think that's funny. But also, how are these used? This is the interesting thing because we know two cards go together, right? That's the whole gimmick. But these don't have a specific category that they go with. Now we know there's a blank card, right? That is, oh no. What's happening here? I don't know what this is. Let's go back to our blank card. What? Hello? I want to see cards. That's why I'm here. Can I see the cards, please? Thank you. We know we have this blank card, but like it doesn't have like a bit at the bottom here. So like maybe it's you put 10 in one side and a blank card in the other, and then you combine them. But that seems a bit much. I don't know if that one makes sense. So possibly, at least, yeah, some of you are already saying it. Seems like the X cards probably used by, well, actually, we already know, or they're probably used by other riders. Like Gotchard's thing is 2 cards to 10. The secondary rider has a gun apparently to transform and would use a single card. So probably one of his cards is a 10 card, and maybe he uses these to get different forms or power ups. We also know that we've got the the Decade Rider using cards to give Legend Rider forms, or some kind of Legend Rider incorporation. So either he's also using 10 cards because the joke is Decade 10x, woohoo, or maybe he's using the Legend Rider cards, the EX cards, and then the secondary is using the 10 cards. So who knows? There's a lot of possibilities here, especially because again we have a bunch of cards missing. Like we have, let's see, how many cards are we missing? Because I know, well, we're missing 4 entire categories, so that's 40 cards that we're out of the loop on. Don't know where that's happening. Oh, I see. Okay, it's matching up some of the. It's a search item. It's a search thing. There you go. That makes sense. Let's see. What insect are we missing? So we're out 40 cards. We don't have the. See, this is so dumb. Why are you ordering it like this? Like 1 3 1 1 1 2. Just give me it in the order of the things. Maybe there's a way to do that, and I don't know how to do that. But either way, let's see. We're missing 4. I think 4. We have 5. 4 6 7. 4 6 7 for the beetles, or for the bugs. Sorry, bug friends. I think all 10 vehicles are accounted for. So we got, I know the bicycle is 1. The skateboard is 2. The fire truck is 3. The Gekiocopter is 4. Deep Mariner is 5. Mad Wheel is 6. Gold Dash is 7. Shovels 8. Seamliner is 9. And then we have Exceed Fighter for 10. So we have all the vehicles. I think we have all the jobs as well. What's the one job? Who's getting minimum wage? The dancer. Then the magician. The doctor is 3. The pirate is 4. Wrestler's 5. Ninja 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Animals, we only have 2, I think. Yeah, 8 and 9. Look, there's 2 different kinds of whales. This one is 56. This one is 57. Why is the rare one before the common one in the numbering? I have no idea. That's, have fun. So we're missing 1, 2, 7, and then 10. Artifacts, we're also missing quite a lot. Yeah, we only have this fun little can, and the smartphone. It's doing the thing again. Rare is before common. I guess I'm even gonna try to wrap my head around it. So we're missing 1 to 3, 5 to 7, and then 9, 10. So I'm not even counting. Is someone else counting? I know we're missing a lot. The number, someone's saying stop with the numbers, but they put the numbers there for a reason. The numbers, as if someone's collecting all the numbers, that's the number they're going to care about. They're going to want 1 to whatever number that they add up to. So, yeah. The rival could have his own category, not only the X cards. We could, but I feel like with so many cards, like then what, I guess then Decade would use the X cards. So, yeah. And then there's only like 2 plant cards, I think. Yeah, there's 3 kinds of jalapenos. See, this is a crazy thing. There's 2 super rares of Bernie Nero. One of these is a DX toy, and the other, oh, I guess the holofoil is different. Is that what you're telling me, website? The holofoil is different? I don't know. It's whatever. So we're missing a lot of these. And then we've got 40 other cards in a category, and then the exclusive, what is the 101st card? I don't know. You decide, I guess, for now. So yeah, fun cards. Don't you just love cards, everyone? Yeah, I do. I really love cards. I love cards. Because common is for common riders. There you go. Nice. What do the numbers mean, Mason? You decide. That's up to you. I highly doubt the numbers actually matter to collectors. Surely it matters to someone. I don't. Surely it does, right? There's no way they put that there and someone's like, no, I don't care. I mean, I don't care, but surely if someone cares about the little numbers, then they probably do. Curious how they're gonna do upgrade forms. That is definitely an interesting thing. We do know from a leak, at least, that like one of the first big upgrades is gonna be something you attach to the belt. So it's like the hazard trigger, I guess. You stick it on the belt. Whether that has its own, well, I guess hazard trigger did both. It changed sounds in the belt and it had its own sounds. So at least one of the things is going to be stick a thing on the belt and it creates a new form, which is pretty fun. I like that. But where do you go from there? Because you can't see the thing that's like really interesting about Gotchard compared to a lot of our recent seasons is you can't like raised buckles had no electronics, but you could see where you get electronics in there, or you could get one that has electronics. Full bottles, like we were talking about, full bottles do not have electronics normally, but you could make one with electronics. You can't make a card with you can't make a card with electronics. So like where does like one of these, the upgrade has to be like a new belt. Actually, I would not mind a new belt. I really enjoy a new belt as an upgrade because we haven't had that since Ghost. So, and that was just a super form. So I'd really enjoy a new belt upgrade form with the cards. But yeah, it's got to be some kind of add-on piece or some other thing. Like there's definitely a lot of we know we're getting an add-on thing, but where do you go from there? Another add-on, just different add-ons, an add-on to the add-on. Let's do that. Let's add on to the add-on. 02 is a new belt in the show, but it's still the 01 driver with a new part on it. So like I mean like a whole new belt, a new DX belt toy. You gotta buy that. Right. I did hear about the UFO X rumor as the add-on thing. Yeah, UFO X would be, I guess, the 10 card of one of the forms, like, or one of the categories, I guess. I don't know what one it would be. The job one. No, we already had the wizard. Dual disc. Yeah, they could do a dual disc upgrade part. Yeah, like we might go back to like an older Heisei thing. Like Kiva just had a new part on the belt, or like a thing on his arm for the final form. It wasn't a new thing on the belt. That would actually be pretty fun. Just a new piece, and the belt is the same. It'd be funny seeing a Deno Climax style add-on. Definitely would be fun. Could see an interchangeable faceplate. I mean, I don't want to say no because we don't know how the belt works, but I don't know. It doesn't really look like there's a spot there for a faceplate, so I don't know. Let's put this stupid Hopper one card. Everyone like a common Hopper one. I have a suspicion that the booster package also appear in a TV series of Kamen Rider Gotchard. I would assume that the cards exist as I think they said the cards exist as a trading card game, but I don't think these specific like images are the how do I get out of here? Here we go. These specific booster pack actually you can see them better over here, can't you? These specific booster pack images aren't the ones in the show. Where's the picture? You put it here. Here we go. Because it has a picture of Kamen Rider Gotchard, and that is that's a rider in the season, and it also says Kamen Rider as like the brand. So I don't think these booster pack pictures are, but at least at least it might. Maybe they'll do booster packs in the show. Also, there's the cost, 110 yen and 220 yen for phase 1. Let me just do a quick current conversion for the... What's 100? I mean, I can do it a guess off the top of my head, but let's get the exact one. 110 yen to to USD. That is 78 cents. It's not even $1. See, the thing is, if you live in Japan, this isn't really that bad. Like, if you want all the variants of Phase 0, you can just buy like 20 Phase 0s. That's $20. That's like the cost of a raise buckle. You probably will get everything, just because of the odds. But if you're not in Japan, it's really annoying for us to buy these, because these are like, this is basically our main, like, as I understand it, these are like, this is the main collectible version of the toy line, and these are like, it's a random gashapon. So like, I don't think Team Kamen Rider is going to be selling like these card packs. Toku Electables will be selling these, but, and obviously they're a business, so I'm not faulting them for this, but it will be more expensive than if you just were in Japan and you just bought a set in Japan. And also, as opposed to like the Sentai gears, which also were the entire toy line was gashapon if you wanted the Legend Rider or gashapon candy toy. But like, you could buy a case and you got all of those gears that you wanted, like all the ones you needed, at least on Toku Electables. But Toku Electables can't guarantee selling you all the cards that you need, because they're randomized in the set. So yeah, I don't know. Everyone's saying like, this is always how it worked. Yes, but the thing is, these are now like, this isn't like, let me make a deck of cards and randomly get cards. Like, these are DX toy lines. This is a DX toy line essentially. Like, if you want that Gotchard card to go with your Geats Oneness card in the, if you buy the Gotchard driver on release and you get the Oneness card and you want the matching Gotchard card, you have to go through these randomized set. You have to buy like you can't buy like just the set of Gotchard cards from Toku Lector, because they can't guarantee you get a Gotchard card. You have to buy like 5, and even then you can't guarantee you're gonna get it. So it's like I get, I don't know, it's weird because it's not like I'm like, oh, I can't believe Bandai's done this, because it's, I imagine that's part of the fun of being a trading card collector, like opening the pack. It's like, oh, what do I get? I mean, I've bought Pokemon cards, I know how this works, but it's just the fact it's added to a toy line now. It's like, this could get dicey, and this is partly why I'm not going to buy these. Not the driver opening, unboxing maybe, but then maybe I'll do booster, but probably not. I don't think I'm gonna be buying these. I'm probably just gonna buy the memorial set with all 101 cards in the show. And that will be good enough for me. Yes, and it's also interesting, because Ultraman Decker is our most recent currently airing Toku season, or not currently airing, our most recent Toku season, which had cards, and the cards kind of look like these, but they sold you just a set, like it was a pack of, it was like a pack of 6, I think. So it's like you got 6. Those are the 6 cards you were guaranteed those 6, and then later they did memorial editions and stuff. So yeah, it's like, I don't think any of the Toku seasons have done a card season like this, and then the cards are gashapon, or like they're treated like a trading card game. You get them in booster packs and stuff. Because Decade, I actually don't know if Decade did that or not. But I know Ultraman Orb had packs, and then if you bought like a Kaiju, it came with the Kaiju card that you could use in the Orb ring. I I don't know how Blade did it, actually. I don't really know how the cards work in Blade, so... I can see Toku Collectibles doing more of a bundle type deal where they sell like 5 to 10 packs as a bundle. Probably. I mean, yeah, that would just make sense for them. I don't think they'll sell 78 cents worth cards. How much are the... how much is set 2 worth? Let's see. 220... yen to USD. That is $1.50. So there you go. It was $1.50. You want to go buy this Phase 1 card set? Honestly, I feel like they did this just to get you to buy more, because they could have easily just made multiple sets like the Decker cards. Yeah, because they didn't need to do here's Hopper 1 but 5 times. Some of these have different holo foil. It's definitely to get people to buy sets. They made variants for sets, yeah. Apparently in Blade they made cards in a set, so yeah, they're Bandai's. I don't know. I guess I'm also curious to see how does this work. I mean, how will this work for them financially? Like, will they get, like, the sales could skyrocket, right? People are buying tons of Bandai's Kamen Rider trading card sets to get a bunch of cards. Or it doesn't. People are like, I bought the DX set, I got Hopper, Steam Hopper, and I'm good. That's it. Like, you know, maybe who knows how well this is good. I mean, it's cheap, so I guess it has to do well. They won't fail. I guess the question is how much will it succeed? And maybe, I don't know, do they change some toy lines going forward or something? I don't know. Because also some of you point out, like, the idea is they want it like to be a trading card game, but there's no game. They haven't they haven't told us about like any game with these. As far as we know, these are just toy cards for your DX toys, right? There probably is like a game like in universe, and maybe they'll tell us about a game eventually, but also it has to be a pretty like bare bones game, because there's nothing on these cards. Like, they do look pretty close to the show props, with the exception of this piece at the bottom is not there. Other than that, but like, what does that piece at the bottom tell us? It's copyright. Guess what? Bandai, made in China. It tells you what it matches with, which makes sense. You want kids to know what their toys do. And then it's just like rarity and the set it's a part of. Like, it doesn't tell you. There's no game there. That's like, what, the rarity kills other rarity? I don't know. So like, obviously, I guess like the different categories or the numbers plays into some kind of game, but like, there's not really there's no combat system. There's no, this card kills you or something. Like, there's not really, like, it's rock paper scissors. I've seen some people say like maybe it's like rock paper scissors. I don't know. Imagine going on eBay and you see a PSA 10 Hopper 1. eBay's gonna be so much fun. They could sell. I think I heard someone say they could sell it with an exclusive card. Oh, look, a Gotchard card binder. Yeah, they always like the. Oh, mine's over there. Like the raised buckle boxes. They did a lot of them. They always do some kind of big set to store them, and I feel like, yeah, it's almost guaranteed we're getting a card binder. So yeah, for sure. The issue is I cannot tell the rarities apart. It should work. It's more of an in-person thing, I think, because we know that this super rare one is like holo foil, but the art is just like a bit shinier. So some of these I imagine will have like different holo foil. Like, the commons are probably just flat art, but the holo foil ones are probably a bit, or some of the rarer ones will have different holo foils. So yeah, the coolest rock paper scissors game ever made. It would be fun if they did something like the Wait, no, I have them here. Or no, I don't. We'll just ignore that. Where they have the Power Rangers card game where you could put them in the Gosei Morpher and it interacted with the game. That would be a really fun thing. They have not specified that's a thing it can do, so for now let's just assume it's not. But it would be kind of fun if the belt was able to function. Actually, that would be really neat if the belt was able to function as a part of the card game. Like it was a different mode you switch it on, and now however the game works, the card game works. So I don't know. They'll probably be used in Gamba Rising arcade machines. That is basically a guarantee because they always do Gamba Rising, and whenever Ultraman Decker did this too. Whenever there's a card game gimmick, the toy cards are made to work with Gamba Rising. So the thing is, these don't look like Gamba Rising cards. Like they're missing a lot of like the writing and stuff that a Gamba Rising card has. So maybe they won't work with Gamba Rising. I have no idea. So, yeah, fun. So, that is, I mean, we've basically just been speculating, talking about the cards for a while, because, this is basically all they told us, other than, like, Geats related stuff, but that's for tomorrow's discussion. And, yeah, we don't have anything else really, except we still know the press conference is in like over a week, around 2 weeks, August 8th. So that's a little over a week, closer than 2 weeks. So yeah, I guess at that point, we're basically just gonna get the cast and the trailer, I guess, because usually they save this toy stuff until the press conference, but they did it early this time. I guess because they had to start marketing a promotional toy that includes a Gotchard card. So as cool as these are, the issue is you can literally do nothing with the cards. You can press the vice stamps, open the locks. With cards, you just look at them. Yeah, but they're cheaper, so I guess that accounts for that. I guess it's up to you. I have a lot of orb cards back there. And but I got them all from a memorial set, and they're all cards that do stuff. So that's why I bought them. Also, I like the orb cards. You scan it and stuff. It's not like stick it in the thing and it does a thing. Yeah, so anyone I want to know who in the chat who's going to be collecting Gotchard cards, and how much of an extent are you going? Like, are you getting all the Hopper 1 variants, or are you just going to get like one? Are you going to get the Hopper 1 with the belt and you're like, all right, I'm good. I need this. You're just going to get one of each. I am curious. I want to know who's Gotcharding. Who's going to Gotchard? Because for me, no. I might get a booster pack for the fun, or some of the DX toys if I get the belt. But I'm not gonna do like a Geats thing every few months. Speaking of Geats, there might be a Geats unboxing this week. I'm not gonna be doing like a buy all the DX toys, because I bought all of Geats, and I don't need. I have way too many Geats unboxings on the way for you guys. So if you like me unboxing Geats toys, this was already in a video, but it's the one I have next to me. You know, I got more of these on the way. So yeah, any rarity of each, but not really had the money to Gotchard. Gonna collect if I'm into the show enough. Makes sense. Grab a couple of packs. Going all in. You have fun, Mr. Shark. Or Mrs. I don't know. Shark person. Good luck. Actually, yeah, good luck. Have a friend who's going to do this because they're a card guy. Good luck to them. It's a lot of money I don't have. Yep. I'm going to probably just get the normal and variant art. I don't think they make different sounds. Yeah, I imagine that's too far. I don't think they'll make different sounds. Let's see. I didn't show off really some of the some of the variant art, because actually I do, or like the super variant art. Some of these, actually, we already looked at Hopper 1, but like these look pretty cool. Actually, this one's kind of boring, but this one's pretty cool. Like these are really nice. Like I like that they're doing stuff like this. Like this will make collecting fun, I imagine. This one's really cool. I like Gold Dash in this version. Like I like how they like the number. Oh no, the number's the same, but they've like made it gold now. They've made the symbol gold, but now it's like, because they even like get rid of this bottom part, and now it's just like elsewhere on the image. It's like, where is the gold, or where's the symbol? I think that's really cool. Like in this, it's up here, and it's like part of like whatever is going on here. I don't know where Gold Dash is. Steam. This one's kind of boring. I don't know what they're going for with that one. And then yeah, I guess at the end these are DX cards. So probably buy the driver and print all the cards. Yeah. You could, yeah, you just, all you need is MGO to show you the card, and then there you go. Good luck to everyone collecting Gotchard stuff. Yep. I'll most likely just get like 5 to 10 booster packs per paycheck, just casually collecting them all. Sure, yeah. It's about time to prepare proxies because economy. Woohoo. I don't know. Will Buy-E be selling, or one of the Buy-E sellers, will they have? This is not me thinking about buying it, but I am wondering if there's a way you can just buy card sets from there. I don't know. Because the thing is, like, if you buy like a single card on the aftermarket, like for Orb at least, and that's the only card series I've looked at buying cards for, it was a pain in the butts on the aftermarket, because like each card was like $10. Granted, the Orb cards are a bit different because they have like chip technology in there, so it's not just a piece of paper cardstock. But yeah, like, well, you have to see, like, even on the aftermarket, like if you buy from a foreign seller, it'll be cheaper, but it's still like you're paying like $3 for a card, and the card set itself is like $3 is less than $3, so it's like one other thing I kind of wanted to bring up, because there's been some debate about this, is like, do the cards reference past Kamen Rider seasons? Because some of these, it's like Operative Bushido is an orange samurai with a lopsided sword crown or helmet piece. Like, is that a reference to Kamen Rider Gaim? Like, it seems too specific. This, it's a green and purple bicycle with eyes on the front piece, just like Genmu's Shakuriki Sports. Skebo's has blue and pink eyes. It's just the Revice eyes on a skateboard, and we have the X-Sage genome. Then other, like, what is this reference? This is just a cowboy. You could say this is a Shinobi reference, but it's just a ninja. Or like Wizard, X-Wizard is just, I mean, wizard is a word. It's not really referencing Kamen Rider Wizard. Like some of these, it's like, is it? I can see some of these referencing something. Like, I don't know. They make the Kabuto red. Surely it's a reference to Kamen Rider Kabuto, and the orange samurais I mentioned. But like some of these are like, the pirate has a hook and has a growth for the hook. Is that a reference to Riderman, or is it just stylization? It's up to you. It's up to you, I guess. Do you think it would be a Blade situation where the monsters can be captured in cards? Well, we know the monsters come from cards, so yes. We've seen him hold up a blank card and the Hopper one goes inside of it. So, like, you know. Or like this one, it's like, it's Kaisa's colors from Kamen Rider Phase exceed charge. But like, then this jalapeno, what is this referencing? It's got a crown. Is it Geo? It's not really much of anything. Or like on the same page, it's a smartphone and it has Phase eyes. Like, I don't know, seems a bit on the nose. It's like Kamen Rider 5 is the season that used cell phones, and this smartphone has eyes very reminiscent of that season. I don't know. But then, like, if we go back one, this whale is not referencing anything. I mean, Saber, because it has a storybook thing on its back? No. But, yeah. Because, like, some people are like, the Steamliner would be Den-O, but it's not really... There's nothing about it that's like Kamen Rider Den-O except for train. So, I don't know. Like, yes, the energy drink thing is like, what is... That doesn't really connect to anything. It's just an energy drink. But some of you are like, oh, you're reaching. But, like, they made a green and purple bicycle with eyes on the front, an orange samurai. Like, if they're sitting down and making cards with the knowledge of other Rider seasons, they can't be coincidences like, we'll make the samurai orange. Like, samurais aren't really orange, but this one you made orange. I don't know. I think some of these are references, but some of these are not. If they were references, Bandai would be shoving them in our faces. That is a decent point. I have seen that argument. But also, yeah, I guess, because, like, I'm trying to think of, like, any other case, because even Revice was just, like, I mean, Revice, that was the point, so, yeah, I don't know, I guess, but then Revice had Phi's Axle, the Phi's Axle form, and then they used images of Phi's. They weren't like, it's Phi's Axle, it was clearly Phi. They had a different stamp for Phi's Axle, so it's like, some of the references are just like, ooh, guys, look for that. I don't think the energy drink is like a build thing though, because it's like one random power up. I guess that's the same thing with the X-Aid one. It's like Genmu's random first form. There's a reference there. I don't know. That's what. Yeah, I feel like some are references and others are just unique. That's what I think. Like, if it's like very obvious, like I think it's a X-Aid thing, then it probably is. But like X-Wizard is just a wizard. I don't think the word wizard is a reference to Kamen Rider Wizard. But then also, like, then there's the Don Momotaro form. Like, this is, like, let's get the form. Where is it? No, it's not there. Oh, I guess it's not on this page. But, like, oh no, I think it was on this website. Let me look for it. Oh wait. Is that the bottom here? Oh, I did not see this picture of God. Hey, he likes pointing at people. Here we go. Like that. That's Don Momotaro. I don't like that's that hat. Like, you don't give sunglasses to a red, like, Bushido guy with a fan. That's not that has to be Don Momotaro. I don't know. A big part of them are not references because there's no way they're going to reference 101 Riders. Yeah, for sure. Like, that's why I don't think all of them are references. The moment we need to jump hoops to make the connection to the references, they aren't references anymore. Yeah, but this is a red dude with sunglasses. We just had a red dude with sunglasses in a season of Sentai. Surely this one cannot be a coincidence. Real Momotaro was known for cool glasses. Okay, so then it's a Den-O reference because he's red in that show. Like, what does this say? What is this? What will happen if I click this button? Oh, it's just taking me to the cards. Yeah, I've already seen these guys. You don't need to show me. Toys. You just love toys. Actually, I did I guess we do have official confirmation. They're doing the thing again too, where it's Gotchard driver. They made it one word, Gotchard driver. It's the 1D. Don't take that out of context. I like when they do that. They did it with build. It's just build driver, not build driver, which I guess makes sense because build is a word. But then, what else did they do? Wizard driver. I know Wizard did it. Wizard is a word, and they combined it. I don't know. They do it. The only time they didn't do it is build. I guess they don't like build. So actually, yeah. I'm gonna probably sign off soon. So we know 2 of these categories are like extinct animals and like random spectral creatures. But what do you think the other 2 categories could be? What other card things are they going to give to us? Because it seems like, I mean, we know they are willing to get very specific. Let me pull up the thing. I mean, somewhat specific. Like, they split animals, like, between bugs and animals in general. So, you know, other times, like, you know, Vice, they're just, like, dinosaur. We had dinosaur, gorilla, and then hopper were, like, 3 just normal Vice stamps. And they were all just animals. So here they split it between extinct animals, bugs, animals. So what could the other, you know, my thinking is that one of them is, I was thinking one of them might be like another person thing, because the job category feels very specific. Like, here's people, and not all of them are like real jobs, but like it feels like that's a specific thing. Like, job. Like, what is pirate? Pirates get paid from stealing money in the open 7 seas. No one's actually a pirate anymore. Anyway, like I see, that's the other thing too. If they're like pirate is a job, it's like, what other person thing would there be? I don't know. Fantasy is a suggestion. See, I would agree with that, except for the fact that for the job category, there's a wizard, which I feel like that, well, they could still do like fantasy creatures, so like a unicorn. See, but then the other issue now is that the whale has like a volcano and a castle on the back, and it's like, and it's got a unicorn horn, so like that's not really a whale. So I guess not really fantasy, like animals could just be fantasy creatures, because this gorilla is on fire and most of those aren't on fire. So I don't know. What do you mean Rider fans are pirates? That's true, but most of us aren't paid to be pirates for that. So weapons could be one. Yeah, that could definitely be one. I mean, I guess it depends on the missing cards of this category, because I believe the name of this one is just like artifacts or objects, and all we have is just random things, a smartphone and an energy can. So maybe if one of them's like a gun, then that kind of goes out the window. They can throw weapons and artifacts, because the icon looks like a hammer to me. So that's why I'm like, I feel like there's a hammer somewhere in here, which, I mean, I guess a hammer could be seen as a weapon, but it's also a tool. You wouldn't look at a sword as a tool as much as a weapon, I guess. So, legendary / rider Sentai, or legendary rider / Sentai. I don't think they would do Sentai other than Don Momotaro. But I don't know. But we already know about the Geats. The Geats and Gotchard cards are EX, and they match together. It doesn't fit with the 1 to 10 thing. So I feel like it would have to be something different, like how that would have to be references, and those are blatant in your face references, like in I only have like some of those books, but like in Saber, they had the 301 books that were like Ames, Hiden, and Metsubo Jinrai, and then they had a General 01 Legend book. So I guess it would be something like the Geats card is Kamen Rider Gotchard, and then a Fox card like a nine-tailed fox kitsune card for Geats. So that could be something. Fantasy creatures. Some people are saying fantasy. What would they use for a green plant category level 10? I feel like a Venus flytrap would make sense to me, like a big thing that is trying to kill you. That's like, it's a plant that looks alive. I feel like that would be the category for 10. Granted, mushrooms don't look alive and they added eyes to it, so it doesn't really matter. They can do whatever. We could get King Gojo card. Yeah, they could make a legend card for Sentai, but I don't think they would make a whole category for it. Like, they wouldn't make a whole category for the other show. Elemental could be one. Like, yeah, I mean, earth, fire, water. I mean, like, Ninjago made random elements part of Elemental Masters, so they could do speed, light, whatever. That'd be kind of dumb, but they could definitely do that. I personally think that Gotchard and Geats don't actually match. Instead, they showed the generic jingle for two cards that don't get together, like the build driver. See, the thing is, the Geats jingle has Gotchard's symbol on it. Like, it's on the card. Let me see if I can pull it up. Like, it's right there. You can see, that's the Gotchard logo right there. And then on the right, I mean, they kind of look, granted, that one doesn't really look like the Geats logo, but that's the Gotchard logo on the Geats card. So those are a match, it seems. Similar to Appmon from Digimon. That is true. They do kind of look like them. Just to remind you guys, the lore just shows that the cards are based on existing concept. Dragons and unicorns don't fall into that category. Well, if there's a whole category for things that don't exist, that would kind of fit. I mean, jalapenos don't have crowns. And what the whale, we look at the whale has a horn. Unless, oh, I guess it could be a narwhal. I guess I forgot narwhals existed, but whales also don't have castles and volcanoes on their back. So, like, it seems like they are just kind of going, some of these are just whatever. Rafflesia card for plant, hedgehog for animal, expending machine for artifacts. I don't know what that last one is, but yeah, those other two make sense. Maybe the secret type is like secret 11 cards. Might be the 101st card. Might be one, something like that. There's Oni already, right? Yes. One of them, our secret ghost category has an Oni card. Do I have the oneness core? If so, can I show it off on the driver? Well, it just got released in Japan. Like, literally yesterday. So there's actually no physical way I could have it right now. But also it makes no new sounds. It's just the normal. You can put in Tycoon. My Geats core's in the belt, so you can put in Tycoon. It's gonna make the exact same sound as the oneness core. So, the cards are based on existing concepts, so that's why there's no bird card, because birds aren't real. They are robots, according to the Incredibles. So yes. If we're even talking about unicorns and dragons, and by default those concepts exist, fair point. The build had a unicorn card, or bottle, so they could just do whatever. Like, I do think the fantasy category does seem a bit likely, because they could do dragons, other kinds of dragons, unicorns, whatever. Like, there's definitely different, like, fictional creatures they could do for that. So I feel like that one seems pretty likely. And then I guess the only other one, I guess, maybe Elemental is what I would think, but I don't know, that one doesn't really, I don't know what else they would do for that one. So wizards have good pay. If you say so. I cannot argue against that, because I have no evidence it doesn't. What are my thoughts on the Ultra Omega Megazord from the comics? I don't know what that looks like. Let me take a look at that. Ultra Omega Megazord. Oh no, is this just them combining their mecha? Then I think I have seen this. Or no, wait, they have new Zords? No. I don't know, it looks alright. I don't really have a cryptics category. I think that's what the ghost one is. There's an Oni, we know for sure. So I think, yeah, that would fit under that category, I think, generally. Some people have been saying it's like yokai, maybe, could be. So I'm just really, what I'm looking forward to, I guess they won't show that at the press conference. So I get one thing that is, I guess, really interesting about this toy line is there's stuff we know but we don't know. Like I guess let's just use Geets for an example. We didn't really we had the question of like, what does Ninja look like? What does Beat look like? But like, you know, that's just kind of what, you know, you always wonder, like, what is a certain form that we've heard about but don't know what it does? What does that look like? But in this case, like, we know of two missing categories, so it's like, what are those? Like, we don't know a whole component of this toy line. And then I guess, and then like the 101st card too, like there's some anomaly in this preset of 101 cards. What will that do? Will that be super form, final form? I feel like I don't know, if I had to guess, I guess I have to make some kind of guess right now, don't I? I would guess it's super form. Some attachment with the belt, and then I think the final form is a new belt. That's my guess. What do I think the second, third, and fourth riders will look like in the series? I have no idea. I mean, I think the third one will look like Decade, because that's what everyone says, but I don't even know what the second one looks like. Because, like, we only have Gotchard, and we have just the Gotchard driver and the Gotchard rider system. We don't really have any other variant of the cards going, or other variant of, like, the suits going on. And I think that's interesting. Like, it feels like we have so many cards. We have a lot of stuff. We know what some of the forms look like because of the helmet. But we don't really know. We don't know what the secondary looks like. We don't know we have a question of like, who's the third rider even going to be, which is really fun. Don't forget they could do a dark variant for the card or an evil category. That could happen. That does sound a bit likely, because I guess, but then it would be a weird color. I don't know. Upgraded form and Hyper Battle DVD form. I imagine the Hyper Battle will probably just be one random of the 101 cards, as they just made made a Hyper Battle. Would be my guess. Sorry, something fell over there and I had to look at it. The third will be Zane. Mark my words. That is, they said it's a dude that looks like Decade, uses rider cards. Could be the Decade actor. They said, like, the suit looks like Decade. We've all seen Zane. Zane doesn't look like Decade. Zane only uses rider cards, like, as attacks. He uses a progress key to transform. And, like, now that we've all seen Zane, if it was Zane, the leakers would just go, it is Zane. It's the guy we've all seen. It's not Zane, because they just haven't said it's Zane. Zane doesn't look like Decade, and they said it looks like Decade. So it's some random. It's a suit that looks like Kamen Rider Decade and uses cards like Kamen Rider Decade. Is it Kamen Rider Decade himself? Would it is it just someone that's referencing Decade? Big questions that we hopefully get answered. I would like them to get answered at the press conference. Like, I wouldn't mind if the riders there's rumors they're debuting like way later this year, but I kind of hope they show them at the press conference, because I just really like the definitive answer of whether or not this is Masahiro Inoue returning as Kamen Rider Decade, or a new guy as Kamen Rider Decade, or a new guy as a new guy that looks like Decade, or Masahiro Inoue as a Decade lookalike. I want to know. I'm tired, because either answer just opens up this crazy like can of worms. Like, what does this mean for the season? So I want that answer. That's what I'm looking forward to the most at the press conference. If they don't give us any story details and just are like, if it's just like a 5-minute video of Masahiro anyway sitting there and he's like, I will be in Gotchard. Here's my belt. Here's my suit. Perfectly okay with that. That's not going to happen. But that's my wish list. That's what I would like to happen with Kamen Rider Gotchard. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there for the stream for now. Let's get a fun picture of Gotchard here. Look. So remember, if you want to, the website I've been looking at this whole stream is in the description, along with the Gotchard driver video, some things about the toys and the scans. If you want to see all that for yourself, it's out there. You can go see it. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on Gotchard, I have a couple of videos already out. I probably will make one after the press conference, and if not, I'm definitely doing a live stream at least. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see all of that, and I'll definitely make a video on episode 1 as soon as it drops. So definitely subscribe if you want to hear my thoughts on episode 1 once it's done. And then if you want to see my upcoming videos this year, this year, but also specifically this week, I'm going to be uploading them to Patreon soon. So check out my Patreon, $2. You get your name on screen, not right now, but in a video it'll go on screen as a thank you. And then you also get the exclusive access to previews, some behind the scenes content, a bunch of stuff. Even for the older videos, it's still available. So yeah, I guess. And also don't forget, I'm doing this again tomorrow to talk about Geets and King Gojer, all the movie stuff that we've learned about, but also, I guess, whatever happens tonight in Superhero Time, if we get new images, that'll also be a part of the discussion tomorrow. So make sure, again, you're subscribed, and then you can check out that live stream as soon as it's over. No, as soon as it starts. But you should leave a comment on this one as soon as it's over. And I've been doing my outro for way too long. So that's about it. Thank you for showing up, everyone, for talking about Gotchard, and I hope to see you next time.